When you think of stealth killers in Dead by Daylight, who exactly comes to mind? The core four stealth killers in Dead by Daylight are Wraith, Myers, Pig, and Ghostface. Now one could argue a 24-meter terror radius killer such as Hag or Deathslinger with Monitor and Abuse, or Doctor with Monitor and the Calm add-on could be considered a stealth killer, but for the sake of this video, I want to look at specifically two of the other four core stealth killers I mentioned previously. Wraith, specifically with the All-Seeing Blood add-on, this is the All-Seeing Purple add-on, not the All-Seeing Pink add-on, there is a difference. As well as the Coxcombed Clapper, the Pink add-on. It allows for silent unstealthing and re-stealthing, as well as aura reading through walls of any survivors up to 12 meters away. And I also wanted to look at Pig with Amanda's Letter, the Pink add-on, accompanied with Combat Straps, a brown add-on, which gives her the same. Together, they both give her the same 12-meter aura reading as Wraith with his All-Seeing Purple add-on, while Pig is crouched, albeit at a cost. The purple or the pink add-on, I'm sorry, for Pig actually reduces the available reverse bear traps from 4 to 1, and the number of jigsaw boxes from 4 to 2. So her head trap mechanic is nerfed quite a bit in order to give her this power. And the combat straps just allow her to crouch and uncrouch more quickly, so you save time basically, uncrouching and crouching, and try to get the jump on people at the same time, minimizing time wasted when going in and out of crouch. Now, out of those core 4 I mentioned previously, Ghostface lacks any kind of add-on that gives Survivor aura reading while in stealth, and he can easily be brought out of stealth by any Survivor who stares at long enough to reveal him. Michael Myers with Scratch and Mirror add-on is undoubtedly the master of aura reading, and allows him to view all Survivors through walls within 32 meters of his location, unlike 12 meters with Wraith's add-on and Pig's add-on. However, this add-on comes at a cost. It doesn't allow him to get out of Tier 1, which means his lunge remains significantly reduced, and more importantly, his move speed is capped at 105%, rather than 115%, which is standard of most killers such as Wraith and Pig. This makes Myers rely on play with your food and obsession play to kind of obtain stacks of play with your food, in hopes to obtain a more reliable speed. But this makes you reliant on that perk and reliant on a weird gimmicky playstyle that you have to focus down the obsession, find them, drop chase, find them, drop chase, find them, drop chase, and then you have 3 stacks of yourself moving a little bit faster. And once you attack, it's just a weird way of playing. Not a lot of people like playing this way. It's so gimmicky. So I want to specifically look at the Wraith and Pig with these very similar add-ons to make them very similar. I want to kind of go through and determine which one is better when played on specific maps that stealth killers would typically play on. Now with Wraith and Pig and with these add-ons, stealth plays and setups are easily possible with the given aura reading, while retaining 150% move speed, which allows these killers to still have success in a standard chase, which is required for a down after obtaining the initial hit on a healthy survivor via some kind of stealth setup. So in this video, I chose to play a game of Wraith and Pig on 3 maps stealth killers are able to shine the most. These 3 maps being the game, Larry's, and the Hawkins lab map. I collected data such as how many players were PC, how many players were console, how many DSs were in play, how many DSs were used against me. This to kind of stack up a rating of almost how difficult the match was and compare that to how well I performed as that specific killer on that specific map to kind of draw a conclusion at the end. And at the end I'll tell you what I think between these two is the best aura rating stealth killer with these add-ons that make them so very, very similar. Alright, getting into the first game here. Oh, thank God they didn't play, I guess you could probably predict the ornament offering didn't really play out for them. Alright, starting out here, the format's going to be, I'm just going to show you what the first beginning of the match is like, what I do, and how I get the first hit, and then just showing some highlights of the match and talk about the match in general. Found her pretty easily. Alright, see there? I just get a hit and cloak and on to the next. No need to chase. I don't want to waste my time chasing. I got other survivors to find a ninja with Sloppy Butcher. This poor Claudette. She got the rough end of the stick here. You'll see throughout the matches. Poor red shirt Claudette, pink or whatever. I think it's red. Yeah, it's red. To be fair, she be camping pallets pretty hard though, so. Oh, there she is. What the twist? She capped that one as well. Oh god. This was at rank 1, believe it or not. I know that rank 1 survivors, it's completely hit or miss, but I mean, that's why we recorded the stats at the end. I'll share the stats, the raw stats at the end of each match, the score screen briefly. Yep. There's Claudette, she's at it again. She can't catch a break. Oh, man. Right here, I knew somebody was up here. I'd seen them go up there, and instead of just chasing, I waited. They had to come down from there. They were injured. Easy down. Wait for Dead Hard, and she's down. So yeah, as you can see, this perk add-on, or I'm sorry, the perks and the add-ons in combination, they're pretty good. In hindsight, I probably wouldn't use Whispers on the game because how it's multi-leveled. It's hard to tell if someone's above you or, you know, below you on the first floor or the second floor based off of just Whispers alone. Maybe I would have opted for like Pop or maybe even Discordance. One of those two for sure instead of Whispers on the game for this build in the future. Yeah, at this point, that person let go of the hook because their team was kind of getting fucked. And this basically marks the end of the match. There she is. She's like, I wonder if he's coming. Rethrows the pallet. Try to get some additional time to unhook. See if they can both get out. And unfortunately, that is not the case. And that's all she wrote, basically. Alright. There was only one DS this entire game. 0 DSs were used on me. They completed 1 generator in total. There were 4 kills, no escapes, and 2 of them were on PC and 2 of them were on console. On to the next game, shall we? Alright, saw some pretty good success with the Wraith game on the game, so let's see what we do with the pig. My strat here is just to walk around until I hear whispers and kind of crouch. I crouch here preemptively just because on the game, it's kind of weird on the game because it's multi-leveled, so you can't really detect efficiently where they're at. But here we go, I got one. She's walking right into me like a spider into a web. Or rather, a bug into a spider's web. That's more like it. Long story short, she gets away, but see her healing. Easy hits. One thing you'll notice with this add-on with the pig, it kind of sucks, is you only get one head trap if you want to be able to see through walls, just as the Wraith does with his add-ons. So far, it's looking like the Wraith doesn't sacrifice as much to be able to see through the walls with his add-ons. The only thing he sacrifices is not being able to use the Windstorm add-on. I crouch there just to see if anybody's nearby, so if I pick up, they don't pallet stun me. Something similar you can do with Wraith is cloak, just to see if anybody's nearby with all-seeing add-on. And if nobody's not, you know you're safe to pick up. Just uncloak again and pick up without any fear of them pallet stunning you when the down survivor is under the pallet, you know. At this point, I still haven't used my head trap yet, and 4 of the people, Dan got another person up instantly, and it was just quite nice on them. But a survivor dead at 4 gens, you can definitely predict how this is going. This is like the focal point in the game where the game just goes downhill for everybody. Well, the survivors at least. Now I'd choose to put my head head trap on. I usually only put the trap on when if she wanted a flashlight save. No, I usually put the trap on once one survivor is dead, since you only get 1 trap. It's a lot more pressure in the game. See right here, I'm crouching just to make sure no survivors nearby to pallet stun me. And then I know that no one's there, it's safe to pick up. Alright, see what we got. So, total for this game, we had 1 DS in play. Only 1 gen got completed. I got 4 kills. Nobody escaped. And all 4 were on PC. On to the next one. Alright, so now we're cycling back. Now we're doing Wraith on the Larrys. We finished up both of our matches on the game, and now we're going to do Larrys with the Wraith and Pig, and then we're going to do Hawkins with Wraith and Pig. All the same perks, all same add-ons every time. We're comparing and contrasting, simply seeing through. And this one, I'll tell you right now, was probably my most difficult game out of the bunch, and you'll see why. There's a lot of strife that I didn't get to include on here because I didn't want this. If I could have, I would have included this whole match, but didn't have the time for it. She sprint burst, so I wait to uncloak. And so it begins. This pallet's always a pain in the ass to deal with. See someone right here, I'm like, finally, we'll get her. This is what the build's made for, you know. Getting those sneaky sneak hits. Identification of the survivor and orient yourself in a way that you can get the hit. Playing really well here, assuming I'll respect the pallet. And oof, not enough. This is the point where I knew I was in for a game. Right here, I was like, okay, all right. I see this is not going to be easy. So this is my first down. 2 generators are already done. So maybe asking yourself, man, Wraith, no windstorm, no real generator slowdown. How's he gonna pull through with this? Well, you'll see. You'll see. Get my first down here in the first hit. No point in leaving the hook when they're right here, you know? I'm kind of just, I don't want her to assume that I'm chasing her, so I was kind of like trailing behind so she didn't see my shimmer. Doesn't matter because I found another one anyways. Yoink! At this point I'm just like, okay, the game is actually salvageable. I'm not sure if she could actually see me uncloaking there. She had to have been able to. Right here. I'm cloaking. She was on a pallet, so I cloaked to see if anybody was there. Uncloaked. Didn't expect her to have power struggle, though. Doesn't help you with that, like I previously said on the game match. Oh, man. Alright, here we got a whole fuck ton of them. I want to get that injured one first. Slug him. This person was right behind me. It's like, what? And then I know the Fang's still right here on the opposite side of this wall. Hit as many people as I can, hopefully, to get Sloppy Butcher across, because more people that are injured is so much downing potential. Especially with Wraith, with these add-ons. Don't need nurses calling to see if they're injured. Boom, flashlight save, man. That angle, though. Eventually we hook her. It's like, alright, we got 3 people healing. They're all still injured. They just finished healing 1 person. Always prioritize the people that are injured. Especially people that you know are partially healed, because that's like more time lost on the survivor's end. I always do that. Even if, it's tunneling, it's tunneling. It's like, no, dude, your heal's like 99. If I let you fuck off and escape, somebody could just one-tap heal you, and I don't want that. I can down you and basically get almost the equivalent of 2 health states for 1 hit, since you're almost always healed. Almost nearly healed, so you're down her, because I know she's injured. She can get the save. It's like, alright, let's do this. I think she goes for a trade here, yep. I don't know what Nia was doing here. She didn't have BT or anything. I don't know if she was trying to flash a save or what, but at this point, I was kind of like, damn. The game is actually one of my favorite now, somewhat. That was my 4th stack right there. And I see she's all the way over there. I'm just like, yeah, I'm definitely going to go for her. I get her, but as you can see, the other 3 people got up. So one of them did have Unbreakable, and they were able to fully reset. The one bad thing about slugging is you can definitely bite off more than you can chew if one of them has Unbreakable and they're all nearby each other. Very little time to get them all up. See, I want that injured person if I can help it. I'm just like, you know what, I'll go after these people because they're moving as a group. There's 2 of them. Yeah, and I should be able to hit the Nia as well, and I figured as much. Once again, spreading the Sloppy Butcher as many survivors as possible. Trying to go for the saves, it's not happening. I know that there's more people here, because I know how these people are after playing with them so long. They're very confident survivors. Once you realize the survivors are going against are confident, they're going to try going for shit that other people would not. But I waited out the hook. She dies on the hook. Tried to get the flash to save. Didn't work. The final dead hard. And then at the end, one of them did get the hatch. So there is that. But I don't really consider that as a loss, considering they didn't get all the gens done. You know what I mean? So in this game, let's take a look. We had 3 DSs. 2 of them actually got used on me. There was a pink key in play that never got used, though. 3 gens did get completed, so 2 gens still remained. I got 3 kills, 1 escaped through the hatch. 1 of them was on console, and 3 of them were on PC. And with that said, let's try Pig on Larry's and see how we fare. Alright, Pig on Larry's. Let's see how we do compared to the Wraith. That Wraith game was pretty hard, but still managed to get them all with 2 gens still up. Besides the hatch escape, which doesn't really matter too much. Whispers on, crouch. Typical Pig shit. And we're just looking around, seeing if we can see somebody. The advantage about the Pig of this build, it takes much less time to uncrouch, especially with combat straps, than it does for Wraith to uncloak and actually get a hit. Boom, I'm here, and I'm hitting. Wraith takes like an extra 2.5 seconds, 2 seconds to get that hit there because of the uncloak time. So it's interesting when you actually like compare and contrast. You know, these builds do the exact same thing, just little different styles. Although the Pig does have a drawback. She has to move slowly because she's crouching, and she only gets 1 head trap. So that's kind of a big sacrifice, and I'll talk about that in the conclusion of this video when we determine which is actually better for the purpose of this playstyle. 4 gens, 1 gen's almost done. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna put the head trap on right now and get some extra pressure because I need it. So boom, that gen gets done. Dwight on the hook with the head trap is not gonna be activated once he gets unhooked. So I'm just kind of crouching around, see if I can intercept somebody going for Dwight's unhook. And I get the mag. Dwight's unhooked, his head trap is active. This add-on also makes it so there's only 2 jigsaw boxes to search too. Which you think is really bad, but if you can defend, if you know he's already searched one of them, and you can defend the other box, he's fucking dead. Like, they already searched the other one, so he had to search this one. He knew this was the only other one, so I could just slug him and keep him down there. Bait out the dead hard, still get the down before she's able to stun me. There's Dwight against back on the hook because he decided to do the box in my face because he has to. There's only 2 jigsaw boxes. I already knew he searched the box on the opposite side of the map. Amanda's Litter is a very odd add-on, but you know, its power to let you see through walls can be extremely beneficial in these indoor maps. The game, Larry's, Hawkins. Cooking the Claudette, assuming the Dwight will get saved, and he does right at the last minute. Head trap is still active on his head, and I know he's got to come back here. He's like, God damn it, I just wanna... he said BT though. I should have waited there. Dwight ends up getting the head, the trap off his head. He's kind of prowling. That's the best part about this playstyle. Is like sometimes it feels like you're like just super stalking, super tracking your survivors. You know what I mean? It's very nice. You don't have to sacrifice an extreme amount of speed, just like you have to do with Scratch Fear Myers. Just in and out. It's like, oh, Dwight's here. I didn't even know. I just kind of. I was like, maybe he's there, and he was. Got him down and killed him. Hello. It's the best. This person's like, I wonder where the Pig is. Right here. And that was pretty much the end of that game at that point. So for this game, Pig on Larry's. We had 1 DS in play. 1 DS was used against me. Somebody did bring a medkit with a styptic. I'm not sure if it actually got used though. 4 gens did get completed. We got 3 kills and 1 escaped through the hatch. So 1 gen was still remaining, and 3 of them were on console, and there was only 1 PC player. Alright, now we're on to Hawkins. Wraith on Hawkins versus Pig on Hawkins. I wonder which is better. It's kind of walking around waiting for whispers to light up, getting a vague idea where they're at. There we go. It lights up. Probably on this gen. Oh, surprisingly not. Here's an ace though. My good man. Aww. So many pallets on Hawkins though. That's the one bad thing about setting yourself here. Same with the game too. Larry isn't so bad. It's the vaults you have to worry about. But with positioning, you don't really have to worry about the vaults. It's the best part about this build is positioning yourself, you know? So many pallets, though. Ooh, we got two here. I was hoping to get a grab here. I didn't get one. Sad. I did get the Meg down pretty quickly. Lost 2 gens for the first hook, though. Kind of questionable, but... Especially with Corrupt. You don't really want that to happen with Corrupt. With Corrupt, you should at least try to only lose 1 gen by the time you get it down. Or a hook, rather. See, this is perfect. I see Ace. Ace is like, did I just see him? I don't know if I saw him. Yeah, you saw him, motherfucker. You should have trusted your instinct. Yeah, he slowed up there for a minute, for a reason. Here, I don't want them to see me shimmering, so I'm waiting till they pass the next room. Ace sees me and he's running. This Kate, however, is no wiser. Down she goes. These builds, especially the Wraith one, is so good for so good for intercepting people going for the hook too. If you have a general idea where someone's at with barbecue when you hook them, and you know they're going to be coming, that person's going to be coming towards the hook, and position yourself in such a way, well, they'll never see your shimmer or suspect anything unless they have spine show. Game's kind of unfolding now at this point. 1 dead. 2 gens still up. They're trying. None the wiser though with this build. No spine chill, none the wiser. And at that point in the game, it's pretty much over. So take a look at the stats here. 2 DSs were in play, however, none of them got used on me. 3 generators were complete, with 2 generators remaining. All 4 were slain. 2 of them on console, 2 of them on PC. So with that being said, let's get finally to our last game. Pig on Hawkins. Alright, here we go. Last game. Let's see how we fare. I'm excited to have you guys see the results too. Just like when it's stacked up against each other. So right here is perfect. I see her up there. I'm just like, okay, this is very, very, very ideal. Let's crawl, crawl, crawl our way up the water spout. Merrily, 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 merrily. I'm gonna get a grab probably. And I do. Hooked her. I know somebody was coming. We're gonna take a trade. They have finished a gen though at this point, so there's that. Kinda would have predicted she had BT. But she has a flashlight, so of course she's coming back in because she's cocky. She's cocky. She pays for it though. Perfect part about this build, just if they're coming from a direction because of information previously gained. You set yourself in position for a leap attack on them. Three gens already done at this point, and I've only got 2 barbecue stacks, so I'm feeling pinched right here. Definitely feeling the pinch. He knows though. I'm trying to be slick, but he fucking knows. He'll do it eventually. It's like, he'll do it, right? He'll do it. And it's like, dude, damn, he's not actually doing it. Eventually get him though. We did get a kill at this point. Still at 2 gens remaining. I think it was the Steve that we killed off right there with that last down. At this point, I've only hooked like the Steve and this Huey. I haven't even really interacted with the other 2 survivors yet. They're both dead. I still only have 2 barbecue stacks. SMH, dude. What a tunneler. No, but I could literally only could find those 2 the entire match. Just not finding the Quentin. Nice hit there on the pallet. And you can see where this build is nice because like that grab at the very beginning of this match kind of solidified pressure really early on. At that point, the game was over. I hooked that Quentin. I don't think I even ever hooked the 4th survivor, because they ended up escaping through the hatch, I believe. So for Pig on Hawkins, 2 DSs in play. One of them did get used against me. I believe the Steve used DS on me. 3 gens were completed. 2 gens remaining. 3 kills. 1 escape through the hatch. 3 console gamers. 1 PC gamer. And with that, that's all the matches. Alright, now obviously 6 games, it's not going to be enough to, not going to be enough data to actually like make a sound conclusion here, but I'm going to report how it felt me playing this. So it's always fun playing these builds on Pig and Wraith because it combines being a 115 move speed, looping, like traditional chase killer, as well as having the option to approach and get a free hit, in a sense, on healthy survivors with using your stealth, you know, and your detection and with your add-ons. So it's, for me, Wraith is better, I feel like, at this than Pig. There's pros and cons to both, right? But Wraith, he can move around faster when he's invisible. That's the bottom line. That's the biggest benefit he has. Pig is crouched when she's stealth, and it's not that's not like invisibility. And even with that, she's just not as fast, and she's visible. Wraith, they recently added a thing where he's invisible, I think, if he's past 24 meters. And also, in the next upcoming patch, they're making Wraith have Windstorm by default, which will increase his movement speed. This is the biggest problem with this build right now, is that you can't use Windstorm, which is such a crucial add-on for him because it makes him go faster while he's invisible. But now they're adding Windstorm as a base kit for Wraith. This build is gonna be a lot more popular. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Because that was the only drawback of using this. It was like, I don't have Windstorm. I don't have much map control without Windstorm here. I can't move as fast. Now that Windstorm's base kit, this is going to become amazing on Wraith. And I'm going to be playing a lot more of this once Windstorm becomes base kit because there's literally no loss. With the new Windstorm changes, they're making it so that you lose a little bit of movement speed coming out of stealth, but at the same time, that's irrelevant if you're right up on their ass and they don't even know you're there with these 2 add-ons. You know what I mean? So it's going to be amazing. Pig has its place for sure with the add-ons that allow her to do the exact same thing. However, only having 1 head trap kind of sucks. If they should get rid of the whole head trap thing and just let the power, does what it does. I don't know why they need to reduce the amount of boxes in the head traps, but it kind of sucks considering the fact that if they're going to do that, at least have this add-on make Pig crouch around fast, like move around while crouched faster. There's no add-ons at all whatsoever that allow her to just move around faster while crouching. There isn't any. This doesn't exist, which is weird because I think one exists for Ghostface. But at the end of the day, I think that Wraith is the much better stealth killer than Pig when you take into account the changes that are coming, especially the Windstorm one. The Windstorm one is huge. Base kit, Wraith's gonna be moving faster. Base kit, that's huge. But mainly because the movement speed, even currently when they're stealth, Pig kind of has to rely on whispers to know when to crouch so she gets the maximum efficiency, so she doesn't lose ground crouching around when no survivors are actually nearby. That's the best part about whispers, is you don't waste time crouching around where survivors might be. If it's not lit up, you don't have to waste time crouching around. You only need to crouch when it lights up immediately. But even still, Wraith just it kind of blows it out of the water. as far as stealth is concerned. So in this Wraith versus Pig, when it comes to stealth killers that are also able to engage in normal chases as 115 killers, Wraith takes it, hands down. I hope this was kind of like an interesting, fun video to make. Well, I don't hope. It was an interesting, fun video for me to make, and I hope you guys liked it. Kind of a longer video, but I've been working on this for a while, and I'm going to be making more videos similar to this. I want to do like a, I'm thinking about doing the similar matchup, but with Ghostface and Myers as far as stalking killers are concerned. Which one does it better? Pros and cons, weighing it out, possibly doing the exact same builds, trying to get the same map so that the data is all from the same, has the same variables. No weird variables outlying there. So yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.